J.B., this wasn't the prettiest offensive game, but how did you see the guys battle through, especially in that fourth quarter?
I mean, it wasn't terrible. But I think we missed shots that we typically make, and I thought we did a good job of creating those shots for one another. They just didn't go tonight. But, give our guys credit, right, for being able to persevere and just find a way. And, that was part of the conversation in the huddle. It's like, it's not always going to be pretty, and sometimes you got to win ugly. And I thought the guys bought into that, and they did a great job of it.
And for Darius and Donovan, kind of same thing too, especially late in the game, for those free throws to sort of kind of feel them. How did you see them specifically lead the team, and especially just on the offensive end, really pull us out?
I mean, well, they got the ability to go and get it. And when you have two guys that are capable of doing that, you're going to give yourself a chance if the game is close. But also, it's important to note, like, the other guys, too, right? Like, Isaac hit a big corner three. Evan hit 2 threes. Like, so it wasn't just going to be all on those guys' shoulders. I thought we had, other guys step up and really help us close the game out and, help carry us when those guys were struggling. I thought Evan, was phenomenal on both ends of the floor. I thought, he scored well. We've been pushing to get more threes out of him. He's taking his shots. He rebounded the ball. Like, I thought Evan was really good, and, Isaac's energy as well.
Did you see something, I know we've talked a lot recently about, like, closing, there's like 5 minutes to close games, that you guys have taken from over the stretch that you saw kind of really play out tonight?
Yeah, I think the guys know, their spots. They know how to execute and what we're looking for out of those spots. And the spacing and all those small things that we have to pay attention to. I think the guys are comfortable there now. And then again, you have a bunch of guys out there who can help.
Joe Nogan from Cleveland.com. Coming into the game shorthanded, what did you see out of Mamadi Diakite in that first half? He provided a bit of a spark on the bench.
Yeah, and that's kind of, who he is. He's an energy guy, who's capable of, having a two-way impact. Blocking shots, rebounding the ball, running the floor. He's got the ability to make shots. I think that, on a night like tonight, it's all hands on deck. And I thought he did a good job providing that for us.
Danny Cunningham, ESPN Cleveland. J.B., I know you said it's, shot, that you guys just didn't make shots, but what did you think of the overall effort from the team?
I thought, we weren't as tight as we could have been, early in the game. But again, it wasn't a matter of a lack of effort in my mind. Like, I thought the guys were competing, but it was one of those nights where, like, we all get a juice from offense. We all want, and, when those shots go in, there's an energy that goes for us. I think we were fighting ourselves a little bit through that, but it wasn't, in my opinion, a lack of effort or anything like that. I just think that we kind of got in our own heads when things kind of got a little sticky for us, and we just kept trying to, work our way out of it, almost like fighting in quicksand a little bit, where, the harder we try, the more difficult things became. But I think it was more that than an effort thing.
When a guy like Darius has an off night from the floor, he's 4 of 19, what's your message as a coach of encouragement to him?
Keep shooting it. I mean, like, we know what Darius is capable of. He's proven it time and time again. He just had one night. The best thing about the NBA is you play tomorrow, and we play a really good team tomorrow. But you get an opportunity to go out and, wash this one away and do it again.
I know we touched on Isaac, but how important is it for him to see those threes go in as he's kind of been working through his offensive struggles and trying to find his spot?
Yeah, I mean, it's the good thing about Isaac is he doesn't lose confidence, and he takes those shots when he's open, and that's what he's got to continue to do. The only way you're going to make shots and gain confidence is by having the courage to take them, and he's been doing that. And again, I don't know anybody who works harder than Isaac. So with time and confidence and belief, he's going to be able to knock those shots down consistently.
And with, pushing Evan to shoot more threes, tonight was the first time that he had more than one make in a game. And maybe you have to go back and watch the film, we can't answer this now, but how much does him letting it fly and even making them help to space the floor for everybody else?
I mean, it's a game changer. Again, when you have guys who can pressure the paint like we do, especially, when Evan's at that 5 spot, now you're lifting the other team's best rim protector from the paint. It's just going to create, easier opportunities for everybody around him and also for himself, because a lot of times 5s don't want to get out there. So, again, it's one of those things that, he works on. He shoots a ton of them in practice. And, it's just learning to find his spots there. And his teammates recognizing when he's open to get him the ball also.